Hello and welcome back to Hyperstone Quest. I know it's been a while. I have been having some health issues, but I seem to be out of the woods for now, so it's nothing to worry about. It's just a chronic thing that I have. Things have been complicated. Things have been rough, but I'm back. I'm here. And I'm going to continue this on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up as a weekly thing, but it's something that I love doing, and it's something that I very much want to do, so we'll see. Right away, let's see, I see a Crossroads Type 1. I think that's going to be a little bit more desirable than the Crossroads Type 2. I have been thinking about what it is that we want to do next, and my thought is that we're going to want ways of getting through trees. And one of the ways that we can do that is with ether. And we last time we unlocked the Orb of the Dragon, which means that we have a pretty good chance of getting at least some ether. I've never tried going for 25 using the fireball strategy for the vineyard. But we can give that a shot. We just need to come around here and find ourselves an Orb of the Dragon, which there's one right here. I thought it was a dead orb, and then I noticed the shape. And then all we gotta do is start setting things on fire. And we can burn down a pretty big section of the vineyard. It's very likely that there will be 25 treasures in the area that we're burning down. Trying to see if there's anything else I can get with these last couple of charges. This is, I think, a bigger area than I usually burn. So this should be pretty good. Have we really not killed a desert man this whole time? That is surprising. I just heard the dragon roar, which means that we got our 20th kind of kill. And so now I'm looking at the chart. Yep, that's our first desert man. I guess we didn't actually go to the desert, did we? Alright. So right away we have a couple of wines just sitting out in the open here. We are going to have to be a little bit careful about vine beasts, because when you have this really open area, it gives you more options for maneuvering. But it also gives your enemies more options for maneuvering. And so it can be a little dangerous. It might be good to look around, find some other orbs to use out here, but I don't think that's going to be necessary, especially for these first 10. Which are being a little more reluctant than I expected. We can open some stuff up. I want to make sure that we have a way back to the crossroads. And so I want to make sure that I leave a path open for myself. And I leave a path that I can actually follow. And I did notice we do have a fire line burning down this way. Let's see if I can find it again. I believe it's over here. Yes. So this should be kind of an endless hallway that we can go down, although it's a little bit riskier going down this hallway. I think it's a little bit riskier going down this hallway than it is out in the open. I'm not sure of that, though, because I have heard people say that burning down the vineyard can be risky, because of the open area. But I feel a lot more comfortable and confident in open spaces than I do in really cramped spaces. And these vine beasts will actually create walls that we can use for combat management. And I just noticed we're already at 14. I'm not sure how that happened, but I am not going to complain. Still quite a ways from 25, though. We have another crossroads right here. That is handy, although I'm not sure how useful that is, since the crossroads type 1 always seems preferable to me. I think it has a good balance between open spaces and lots of land spawning and lots of orb spawning. I think Crossroads 5 has the highest orb spawn rate. Do need to be careful. I don't want this run to end here, and I'm still not feeling like super great. And so I want to be a little bit more careful than usual about, not putting myself into a lot of danger. And we do need 25 treasures here in order to use the strategy that I'm planning on using. We need the orbs of ether to spawn in the Caribbean. And you know what? Now I'm actually remembering what specifically I was told about burning down the vineyard, which is that you create a lot more tiles for vine beasts to spawn on. And I think that was the source of problems that people were talking about. And I can very much see how that could become a pretty serious problem. Because every tile that has a vine on it is a tile that cannot spawn a vine beast. And so for this land to have kind of what you might think of as a normal spawn rate, it would need to have actually a higher than usual spawn rate. And so once you start clearing things out, it's very easy to see how that would get out of control. We have a Buldash over here. One of the lands I find the most interesting, but also the most difficult. Let's see, this Vine Beast is threatening to cut off our return to the Crossroads. But we can do that, and that should be fine. I think we can get this treasure without too much trouble. Simple enough. And then we just have to follow the kind of more open spaces to get back. Couple more that we can grab over here. We can block that pathway entirely, just block that Vine Beast in. And that's another thing here, is that on the empty tiles, a lot of these Vine Beasts are hemmed in by the walls. And so that's another thing that destroying those walls is doing that could make things harder. We can always tell where we have not been yet, because we can see the fires will only update once we actually move in range of them. Alright, little bit of trouble here. Oh, that was a mistake. I have blocked myself off entirely. Okay. What can we do from here? The easy thing would be to kite a vine spirit, but getting one to spawn can sometimes be difficult. The other is we could just start searching for a different exit. And in fact, I see a hive over here. That's not ideal. We only need one more treasure here. We are not getting the vine spirits that we need to open this up. There we go. Okay, so we have one that is on track to save us. I now need to figure out where we want to go. Because I have lost the thread a little bit. And it's actually not obvious which way is going to get us home. But it looks like it's going to be this way. Yes, okay. So then, let's see which of these. It looks like we want one of these three up here. So that should get us out. And we have actually one more treasure that we can pick up. Hey, new achievement! Vine Spirit, 25 bottles of wine. Now I want to make sure that I'm actually on the right path to get out of here. I believe this is correct. We do have ether now, which is another way to escape. I could have thought of that. I had not really thought about the possibility of using ether to escape the vineyard, but that's why it's a native orb, is it synergizes very well. So that is one big step completed, and I think that is where I'm going to leave it for now. And so we're going to look for an orb of safety. And wrap this up, because I do want to be mindful of time. You know, I don't want these episodes to go on too long, and I don't want to wear myself out. Let's see. We do have Phoenix Feathers. Sometimes I just straight up forget to get Phoenix Feathers. Here is our Orb of Safety. So that is going to be it. I hope to have another episode out next week, although I can't make any promises. And things are in pretty big transition here, so I don't really know what the future of this series is going to be, but I'm hoping it'll be good. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.